Hi, so this is Roberto Fidencio Ramos again, and I'm going to explain a little bit about some order mind things. Another video, small video, before everything starts getting digitized and really great. So here's some more information. So, first of all, um, when I was going through an extreme situation, one night, as I began working every single night, only using my mind, laying down. I would lay down, and I only began, as I had done all the years of my life doing meditation. Before I go to bed, I always do a meditation. So I would envision that I would do the same thing, same meditation, but this time my focus was on Tara. I'd completely do the whole Tara meditation, and then um, I would begin, in certain instances, to hear and feel in my body a deep bass, as if it would sound like this. Reverberating everywhere, that I could feel in my body on certain instances. And the very first thing that began to happen were that I began to see, um, something that looked like this, like a tube like this. Then, instead of a tube like this tube rested on top of this, and on here I began to see, like topography. Right, well, on the tube, when I would hear the right, then I would begin to see a dot like this appear out of nowhere. Then on the tube, it would go like this, all the way this way, like this. And it would keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. Well, and this is the way this happened several times. And usually, when that would begin to happen, there would be a specific, entity, anthropomorphic entity that would begin to appear, in which I would begin to hear and see, almost as if in, a holographic realm, some type of radio station come through, as if there was all these different languages being spoken to me, in which many different languages were rehearsed. I could specifically tell Russian, German, Spanish, English, to the point where I would, it would try to figure out which one I was speaking in, and it would ask, "Do you understand this? Do you understand this? Do you understand this? Do you understand this?" And as soon as I would say yes, then it would know. Then, from when this began to happen with this, phenomenal experiences that begin to occur, um, we begin to see that, from there, the teachings began for the order mind, and this is the manner in which they began. Always with the base, with the topography. The topography was just different levels moving, and until I started saying, "I do not understand what that is." I thought it was topography, in which it was a language. And this is a language that I will come to teach you eventually. So in this language, first off, the things that came through, in order mind, there is what is known as in a field, or resonance, or what I say, the black hole, and we begin to see, um, the boxes. So this is one of the very first ones that was, I began making by looking and understanding and asking questions to this phenomenon that was occurring. And as you can tell, there's various layers on this one, layered upon each other. One demo, two demos, three demos. So the way that I began using it is kind of like using, match cards. So the only way that I could think of is that it always brought me back up to the matching cards. those little cards where you have one symbol and you match it up with another symbol, and you're like, oh, these are pairs, oh, these are pairs, oh, these are pairs, oh, those are pairs. So it brought me back to that, and as if it was trying to teach me something. Well, in those, this is one of the very first ones. This is not the way the box looks today. This is the very foundations, the beginning pieces. As you can see, there's various demos. This one specifically had 3 demos inside of it. And this is one of the very first ones. It is not the box that it is today. I will not show the box that it is today. The box that is today, it will be published. It's called The Foundation of Peace. It is the auric shield in which you enter within Order Mind, so that way you can begin to experience the phenomenon that is occurring. Okay, so then this is later. We see this comes later. This one began to be made later. This is, again, this is not the box of this is not the box that is. This one came later also. Again, this is another demo, and this one has, let me check if it has 2 of them on there. This one only has 1 on there. So that one's 3, 4. This is 4 demos. Right? So this is another one. This is another demo. Then we have, altogether we have 3 demos, as you can see here. And we have this demo. We have another demo here. And the this one came almost near the end, and of the demos. And again, the only thing that I can tell that continues to occur is that whatever it was trying to teach, it always kept moving like this. It always kept moving like this. Then it would bring up a type of thing that would go like this. Always like this. And then when it would move sideways, it would begin to shift. And then certain instances where it began to happen, we see it moves. Well, one of the main instances in which it was taught is that I began to see something like this begin to occur. And this is when I started putting pieces together. I saw a tube like this. Then I saw this. And I did not know what this was. I just kept saying to myself, well, what? You know, I said, well, then they're teaching electricity. And then they're teaching, I said, it's trying to teach me electricity, or it's trying to teach me some kind of information. And then, all of a sudden, we begin to notice that if you begin to see from the side like this, you can begin to notice that this, when you look at it from its side here, you begin to see exactly what's going on here. So what's happening is that there began to show a grid, like this. It took a very long time to figure it out, because whatever it was kept teaching the same thing over and over and over. Well, when it was sideways, then we begin to see that it starts looking like this. Well, later on, we have played I, which will come later, and that is, and it took 5 years plus, right? And these things will be explained later, but I'm just showing some of the These are the original demos of what there's 8 demos. These are all it here. These are the very beginning ones. These are the foundations of what it took however many years to get this information down. And the good shit's coming, believe me. You better get ready.